Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Remy receives a Will Spencer warning when he visits Luna in prison. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy Price will visit Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, in prison and receive a warning from Will Spencer. Luna is lonely and in need of a companion now that she is imprisoned. Similarly, there isn't exactly a large queue of individuals vying to be Remy's friend. Although Remy doesn't have anyone else to confide in about his issues, Deke Sharp would be incensed if he found out that Remy was sneaking behind his back to meet Luna. Remy will choose to talk to Luna about the problem, since he is anxious about Deke's impending boyfriend disclosure. Remy will understand that his past transgressions could come back to haunt him, but Deke will want to take him to Forrester Creations and show him around. Remy seems to be hoping that Elektra Forrester will pardon him and persuade the others at Forrester to follow suit, despite his worries. Luna will think that's wishful thinking, but Remy will counter that she has no idea what his past relationship with Elektra was like. Before Remy was revealed to be a frightening stalker who produced deepfake content and ruined Elektra's life, she thought of him as a close friend that she could trust. However, now that he is attempting to change his life, Remy might expect that Elektra will recall their prior relationship. Naturally, Remy isn't doing a very good job of it, because he is visiting criminal Luna against Deke's desires and concealing information from him. Nevertheless, it appears that Remy will make an effort to think everything will work out. However, Luna will caution Remy that he is entering the lion's lair, particularly if Will be present. At some time, Remy's evil side may resurface because he will have a fairly vindictive expression in his eyes and claim that he is not frightened of Will. Will was Elektra's hero since he had earlier saved her from Remy after a spectacular chase. Naturally, Luna may be concerned that Remy would cause trouble and give Will another opportunity to save Elektra. Luna might also issue a warning about Remy bringing Elektra and Will closer, as it is the last thing she wants. In any case, Remy will disregard Luna's advice and enter the lion's lair during the episode. Remy will have a terrible Halloween because Elektra will lose it and inform Deke of some unsettling information regarding his partner. Stay in as spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Ivy Forrester, Daphne Rose, and Hope Logan will all be there for the impending catastrophe. Deacon's children are the source of his moment of truth. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint at Hope and Deke becoming serious about their father. Sheila is unaware of how many things are against her. Hope Logan and Deke Sharp are concerned that Deacon Sharp would go back to Sheila Carter as he gets closer to Taylor Hayes. The fact that their father married this lady, who has committed numerous crimes and done numerous insane things throughout the years, continues to astound both of them. In order to do this, Deke and Hope make the decision to have a come-to-children moment with their father, explaining to him all the reasons he ought to give up and dissolve their union. Given how frequently Sheila has now concealed the truth about Luna from him, he is unable to trust her. Deacon feels conflicted since he is aware that his children are correct, and that Sheila's actions are merely evidence that she will repeat them. But he can't stop thinking about her since he loves her. However, Deacon is finding resonance in what Taylor has said, and he is also unable to stop thinking about the psychiatrist. Deacon is a conflicted man, but will he choose to follow his emotions or his head? Liam Spencer is still in disbelief that Hope accepted his marriage proposal without even thinking twice. Given that Hope had been engaged to Carter Walton until recently, he believed he would need to put in a lot more work than that. Liam is ecstatic to have his life back, and to have some hope for the future, both physically and figuratively. Liam and I only got back together a few months ago. Liam tells his dad the wonderful news. At least one of Dollar Bill Spencer's sons is doing well in life. If only he could resolve Will's issues, all of which Luna Nozawa is to blame. Thomas is angry about Hope and Liam, but he supports Brooke's return. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas Forrester is hinted at going back to Los Angeles, California. Compared to Thomas's previous return, Atkinson's most recent one suggests a different focus. Because Brooke Logan and his father had made amends, viewers last saw the frequently erratic character attack her. However, Thomas's most recent reappearance was brief. His argument with Brooke was thus swiftly settled. However, It's not about enjoying chocolate while riding a unicorn around the Forrester Creations grounds during the day. It's about drama. Go to the left of the soon-to-be Hope Spencer stage. After his father visited FC's multipurpose design area, Thomas came to a realization. Rich Forrester heard a commotion and assumed it was Thomas scolding Brooke for getting married to his father a 9th time. Viewers were interested in learning whether Thomas had returned from Europe permanently, and how his failed engagement to Paris Buckingham was affecting his mental state. Was the outburst the beginning of another story in which Atkinson's character declined and struggled for months to overcome resurrected mental health issues? No. Rather, Thomas saw the soapy light when he obeyed Ridge's firm order during the same scene sequence. He gave Brooke, who has been a wonderful stepmother to him since childhood, a hug. Thomas was never loved by Hope. This part required the gut punch opening. It can set up future scenes and offer clarity. Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, was never a favorite of Thomas's. Liam was viewed by Thomas as unworthy of his wife, just as Brooke had been. However, Hope has loved Liam since the beginning of their relationship. It's true that she was mistreated by Clifton's persona. A natural rivalry resulted from his exchange of her for Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Thomas's sister, who had recently returned from herself. Because of Steffi and Atkinson's character's affections for Hope, Thomas's distaste for Liam made sense. But as the Notorious Mannequin story demonstrated, those sentiments were distorted. Hope's acceptance of Liam's proposal of remarriage has led to a natural resurgence of tension. When a talented actor rejoins the cast of a soap opera, it is significant. In this instance, Atkinson's portrayal of Thomas has been fatal ever since he was replaced. I hope Douglas Forrester and his father come back. One of the best young actors in this genre is Samory. Deke Sharp, the new lead designer at Hope for the Future, has replaced Thomas, who is unexpectedly unmarried. Hope's reconciliation with Liam seemed to be the only thing left for Thomas to obsess over. Thomas should soon be back in Los Angeles thanks to Atkinson's return to the cast. There are many spectacular opportunities ahead as major holidays draw near. Lee should warn Taylor about Sheila. Lee Naomi Matsuda is constantly entangled in drama. She plays a significant role in the triangle with Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, Deacon Sean Cannon, and Taylor Rebecca Budig. This time, Sheila is jealous and worried since Taylor and Deacon have become closer during his therapy sessions. Sheila recently told Lee that she was afraid Deacon might cheat. Lee was concerned when Sheila vowed to kill Taylor if something occurred with Deacon, despite Lee's efforts to allay Sheila's anxieties. Lee ought to at least inform Shin if she is hesitant to issue a clear warning to Taylor. One admirer said, "If she doesn't, she's going to appear to be on Sheila's side about that." One viewer commented, "Lee is aware of this direct threat made by Sheila towards Taylor, and Lee has a moral if not legal obligation to tell authorities." Sheila and Taylor's predicament has put Dr. Finnegan in a difficult position. Lee and Sheila, as well as Lee and Taylor, are friends and in-laws. As they assisted Luna in her recuperation, the two formerly adversaries forged an alliance. Lee must now decide which friend to defend. Lee should not take Sheila's warning lightly because she is a dangerous person. Lee might suggest that Taylor be cautious around Deacon. Her advice, though, will be ignored. Trouble is imminent since a romance between Taylor and Deacon is imminent. Lee might finally step up if Sheila follows through on her promise to fire the famous psychiatrist. But if Sheila is killed by Miss Carter, Lee's attempts to stop her might be in vain. Should we begin to worry about Lee? Will Hope and Liam be working together this time? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, many fans are left wondering if Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, will truly work out this time. Viewers want to know that. For all the information you require, continue reading below. Since realizing that he is not going to die, and that he has been given another chance at life, Liam seems to have changed his outlook on a lot of things. Even while he may have believed that Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, was the love of his life, he is now acknowledging that Hope is the only person who truly has his heart. Will they endure as a relationship, though? Fans of B&B naturally had a lot to say about the issue on social media. Some even said, "I like Liam and Hope," in their comments. But even though Hope had consented to remarry Liam, there appeared to be some hesitation on her face. She might be afraid that the past would recur, but I have a feeling there's more going on. Is anyone pregnant with Carter's child? I don't think it is, wrote another critic. He's treated her like a doormat in my opinion. When he initially had her hands on Steffi and Ollie, he was inappropriate. He simply stated that he wanted to be with Steph and attempt doing physical things with her not too long ago, but I could tell if time had passed. Why does her mother simply put up with things that she doesn't want for her daughter? What happened to Steffi being his undying love? Was another criticism. If she ever breaks up with Finn, she most likely will be once more. The future of the bold and the beautiful is still up in the air. To discover out, fans will just need to watch every single day. Sheila reaches out to Taylor, who tries to maintain a professional relationship with Deacon. Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, discovered that Naomi Matsuda had surreptitiously rescued Luna while pretending she had passed away. Instead of coming clean, Sheila kept Deacon Sean Cannon in the dark by hiding the truth to protect herself. Deacon was shocked when he finally discovered the trick. He lost faith in his marriage and doubted his ability to forgive her. He looked to Taylor Rebecca Budig for clarification. Despite her best efforts to keep her distance, she finally let Deacon express how deeply Sheila's lies had hurt him. When Sheila later saw them together, she acknowledged that Deacon had been seeing Taylor for therapy. As Steffi, Jacqueline McInnes would, closed Hope for the Future, Hope Annika Noel, and Carter Lawrence St. Victor, filled in at Forrester Creations and momentarily became engaged. However, their romance quickly ended. Liam, Scott Clifton, and Hope drifted back toward one another after Liam survived being shot and a terrible health scare that turned out to be fabricated. They restored their romance, and when Liam proposed once more, they announced their engagement to Donna, Jennifer Garais, Katie, Heather Tom, and Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang. Liam also shared his good news with Don Diamant's character Bill.